Okay, so we need to do this check my progress page, and I'm going to try to go over this just the same way that I would in class. So I hope you have your name on your paper and you're sitting up ready to listen. Okay, these first 4 items here are the vocabulary check. We need to draw lines to match. Okay, so these vocabulary words say number 1 is subtract, minus sign, subtraction number sentence, and difference. Okay, so then over here is what you're going to match it to. Okay, if you know what this is, I want you to draw a line from here to one of these words. Okay, it's a sign. So do you think it goes with this word, subtract, or minus sign, or subtraction number sentence, or difference? So in other words, is this subtract? Is this a minus sign? Is it a subtraction number sentence, or is it a difference? Okay, so draw a line to the word that matches. Subtract, minus sign, subtraction number sentence, or difference. Okay, now let's look at this right here. It says to take away a part from the whole. Okay, does that mean to subtract? Does that mean a minus sign? Does that mean subtraction number sentence? Or does that mean difference? When you take away a part from the whole, what do we call that? Subtract, minus sign, subtraction number sentence, or difference. Okay, let's move on to this one. Sometimes we have to change our answer. The answer to a subtraction problem is called subtract, the minus sign, subtraction number sentence, or the difference. The answer in a subtraction problem is called subtract, minus sign, subtraction number sentence, or the difference. What do we call the answer in a subtraction problem? And the last one right here, what is this? 6 minus 5 equals 1. This is subtract. This is a minus sign. This is a subtraction number sentence, or this is the difference. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on. If you have any questions about that, your parents can reread that for you. Okay, this part down here at the bottom says, tell a number story and then write how many are left. So this is a story about some hippos, and some hippos that were in the water, and some are getting out, and they are asking, how many hippos are left in the water? Blank hippos. Okay, I'm going to go to the next page then. And up here at the top it says, write a subtraction number sentence that goes with this picture. So you know in the circles are the signs or the symbols. Blank, then are you going to add or subtract? Blank equals blank. Make this into a number sentence here using this picture. Remember with subtraction, you have to have the whole number before the minus. You take away one part and you're left with the other part. Then we're going to do these subtraction problems. This one is vertical and it's going down. This one is horizontal. It goes across. Okay, so there were 9 dots on this domino, but they took away 3 of them. How many are left? You put the answer right under here. This line means equals. And then going across, there were 7 dots on the domino, and they took away 2. How many are left? Or what is the difference? Number 9, there are 5 monkeys on a tree. 0 monkeys get out of the tree. How many monkeys are left on the tree? If you need to draw a little picture down here, when I say draw a picture, I don't mean draw monkeys. I mean draw counters, okay? And then put X's on the ones that are taken away and tell me how many of them are left. If any time I'm going too fast, then you can pause this little recording and take as much time as you need, and then go ahead and click play again. And number 10, there are 9 owls. 3 owls fly away. How many owls are left? Do you think there's 6 owls left, 11 owls left, 7 owls left, or 12 owls left after 3 of them fly away? Color in the circle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go right on to our next page. If you haven't yet, please put your name at the top of that one. And this is a problem-solving page where we're just going to look at, it says draw a diagram. Remember, we've talked about how a diagram is like a picture, okay? So here's the story. Abby has 5 erasers. She gives Matt 2 erasers. How many erasers does Abby have? When you have a math story problem like this, then we need to understand what do we know, what do we need to find out. So underline what you know. We know Abby has 5 erasers. We also know that she gives Matt 2 of them. What we want to know is how many erasers does Abby have left? So then you think of a plan. How am I going to solve this problem? Excuse me. You're going to draw a picture. Are you going to count backwards? Those kinds of things. So in order to solve this, it says, I will draw a diagram, which means draw a picture. Now, they got elaborate and drew actual pictures of the erasers. If you were going to draw a picture, I would not spend the time, using that much detail. Just draw circles and the, like the counters, the circle counters, and they represent the erasers. That would be much faster for you. So if you draw a picture and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 erasers, because we know that's what Abby had, 5 erasers. And then she gave Matt 2 of them. So you would put an X on 2 of these. Now, how many erasers does she have left? That's what you're trying to find out. And the answer is 3. Trace the 3. Then you want to check, is my answer reasonable? Explain. Well, if you had a bigger number here than 5, like what if you accidentally were adding these 2 numbers? 5 plus 2, that would be 7. If you started with 5 erasers, would you end up with a bigger number after you took some away? No. So you have to think about, okay, is it reasonable? Might I have 3 erasers left if I started with 5 and 2 of them were taken away? Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, on the other side. So here we're going to practice. Here's our story. Lila has 8 toys. She lets Rex play with 3 of the toys. How many does Lila have left? Now, I'm going to see if I can click on this pencil. I should have been doing that before. Yeah. Okay, I don't know how good I'm going to be, but I'm going to try to underline what I know. Okay, so Lila has 8 toys. And I also know that she lets Rex play with 3 of them. She lets Rex play with 3 of them. So in other words, she gives them away to Rex. How many toys? Here's what I want to find out. So now I'm going to circle this. How many toys does Lila have left? Okay. Now plan. How am I going to solve the problem? Well, I like to draw counters. So I'm going to draw 8 counters. 1, 2. I hope you're doing this too also on your paper, drawing counters. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 counters, and if I give, or if she gives 3 of them to Rex, I'm going to put an X on 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Now, how many, here's what I need to find out. How many toys does Lila have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has 5 toys left. Now, is my answer reasonable? Is this number bigger than what I started with? No. So yes, it is reasonable. Okay, now, I might need this. Nope, I have to use the pointer in order to turn the page. Oh, and I have to erase my marks. Here's the eraser. I wonder if this is a clear all. No, oh, I just got rid of my tools. Oh dear. Let me erase. Careful not to rip my paper. That was a joke. Okay, so I've erased. Now how do I get my tools back? There's some tools up there. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm just going to read this, and then I want you to do this actually on your own anyway. So we're going to draw a picture to solve. Nick has 6 cherries. Draw 6 counters. He eats 3 of the cherries, so put an X on 3 of them. How many cherries are left? And you write that number right in here. Okay? Do the same thing here where you draw counters. You can draw them over here. You can draw them over here, wherever there's room on your paper. Alberto buys 7 apples. He eats 1 of them. How many apples does he have left? Write that answer here. There are 7 oranges. Miles eats some of the oranges. There are 5 oranges left. How many oranges did Miles eat? Okay, now this, oh, I want my pencil so bad. This is one of those where we're going to have a missing number. Okay, can you write this as I say it? 7, because that's what we started with, 7 oranges. He gives some of them away. So minus blank. We don't know yet what goes in the blank because he gave some of them away, but we don't know how many. And there are 5 oranges left, so equals 5. How many oranges did Miles eat? So we've got to find that missing number that's in the middle. Remember, to find the missing number like that, you can start with the smaller number and count on to the bigger number to find the difference. Okay? Or you can think 7, because these subtraction sentences are related. You can change the order as long as you don't change the numbers. 7 minus 5 equals blank. If you know what 7 minus 5 equals, then you know that that's the other part, the missing part. So he must have eaten that many oranges. So you can do this 2 different ways. 7 minus 5 equals blank, and that will tell you the part that he ate. Or you can think about it where you have 7 minus blank equals 5, and then use addition to count on and find the difference. 5, in your head, count on, 6, 7. Oh, it was, yeah, I'm not going to tell you. You write it, and then let's see about that. Oh, no, I can't turn the page because I don't have my pointer. Oh, and it's the page that has the, let me see if I can pause this recording and tool. Why did they disappear? Well, how else can, oh, okay, I'm going to turn the page like this. Nope, that didn't work. What's this button? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Well, I won't click that button again. Okay. Go ahead with your parents' help. Have them help you do page 144. And if it has the written part at the bottom, parents, I do most of that for the kids and just have them copy the answer. So I'm not worried. You can just put an X on that. But I would like for you to do the items at the top. Okay, I'm going to stop this recording. Maybe I already did. No. Okay, so